Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing another video on inventory. My DMs were super full with comments and questions about my last video on inventory, and I just want to say thank you guys for the love. Thank you for watching me and supporting. All right, lay down. Boom. Alright, so boom. Alright, so as you know, my name is Brittany, and I'm a small business owner of the Bougie Supply, Bougie Beauty, whatever you want to call it. I am a hairstylist by day, sleep by night. Alright, let me be serious. Alright, cool. So as you know, I'm a small business owner, and I just wanted to dive a little bit deeper into the topic of inventory. I know I showed you guys my slides in the last video, but I want to shed a little bit more light on that area because, I mean, this is your money maker. Your inventory is your money maker. This is what you make money off of. So, yeah, it's really important. So I just wanted to show you guys or tell you guys some tips and tricks when it comes to pricing your audience, your consumer, whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna jump right into the video because I hate when people talk mad long and then I have to skip, and I don't want y'all to skip me. Okay, don't skip me. I'm telling you right now, don't skip me. I'm gonna jump right into it. Point number one. I'm gonna try to put it on the screen somewhere. Point number one. I don't know how to do it yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. So point number one. Point number one is making sure that you have inventory on hand. That is one of the most important things to me as a small business owner because, you know, I don't want to deal with the back and forth with the, okay, as soon as somebody orders, then I'm going to have to order from my vendor, and then I'm going to have to wait for them to ship it, and then once they ship it, I have to repackage, then go to the post office, then ship it to my person, which just seems like a lot, and it was a mouthful just now, just saying it. So it was definitely a lot. Okay, so boom. A lot of our vendors have a MOQ. It's a minimum order quantity. A lot of, say if your vendor's from China, say if you use a lot of AliExpress or Alibaba or DHgate and all of that other stuff, a lot of the vendors on there, they're pretty nice. Establish a relationship with your vendors to the point where you're like, hey, I'm a small business owner. I don't really have a need for 200 sweatpants right now, but I was wondering if you can make a deal for 50, and then in the future I'll order more, or whatever the case may be. A lot of the vendors are open to making deals with you. Ask. It doesn't hurt to ask, and if that vendor says no, you're on to the next. There's not one vendor for for that exact thing. There's a lot of vendors that produces the same thing, and I'm pretty sure one of them are gonna be like, okay, this girl is willing to pay, you know, let me give her 50 and stop playing, or whatever the case may be. When it comes to custom detailing though, I must tell you that they sometimes really stick to their MOQ, or sometimes a lot of them make a deal with you and say, okay, hey, when I do get a customer that orders a certain amount, or whatever the case may be, when we do use the machine, I could fit in your 50 or something like that. Cool. Have inventory on hand. Don't go through the hassle of not being sure if FedEx is going to be on time and stuff like that. Make sure you have it on hand and it's just ready to ship. 2. Now, I want to get into pricing inventory. This is something that I do all of the time. I have my little notebook and I'm like, okay, I spent this, I'm going to charge this. Because, you know, within all of this, it's business. We're doing this to make a profit, so let's be real, okay? Now, as a small business owner, you have to know your audience. My audience, I would say, is people, younger people, girls within the age of, say, let's say teens to early 30s or whatever the case may be, that come to my salon, that come to get their hair done, or you know, just middle class working people that they have a job, a regular 9 to 5. They make a steady salary, or whatever the case may be, not $1 million, not $2 million, not a Cardi B, nothing crazy, right? and you basically just have to put your prices within that range. Now, if you are, you know, if your audience is the Cardi B's, then go ahead with your $500-$600, you know, or for your stuff or whatever. You could be a Riri, because you know her Savage Fenty stuff, not Savage Fenty, her little clothing line stuff, that stuff is like $20. Yeah. But she knows her fans, and she knows her audience. She has a lot of rich friends. They are gonna buy a sweater for $200. You feel me? Now, just putting it at a nice sweet price point where it's like, okay, I'm not milking my consumer, but I'm also not putting myself at a disadvantage where I'm not making any money off of it. Now, let me dive in a little bit more into how you should price. Okay, so it's many different ways on how you should price. There's no set one way on, okay, if you buy it for this, you have to sell it for this. So let me just dive into that. So say if I have a pair of slippers, or say if, first of all, you have to find an average cost. Let me correct myself. You have to find your average cost. So say if you spend $100 on some bags and you buy 10 bags, the average cost of that bag is $10 per bag. So you have to find how much it cost you. Wow. You have to find out how much you spent on that one bag. Then you also have to think about packaging and shipping. So okay, let's say the bag is $10, shipping was $1 per bag, and packaging was another $1. You know that your average cost of this item, the package deal, I like to bundle everything up to make sure that, you know, you're getting all your money's worth, or you're accounting for everything that you spent money on. So bundle everything up into one and say, okay, well, the average cost of this bag is $12. Okay, so boom, $12. A lot of people like to triple, double, or use the 1.5 rule. So doubling is basically, say if I spend $10, the bag is gonna be, I'm gonna put the bag on, I'm gonna price the bag at $24. So I make back my 12, and then I make another 12. A lot of people like to triple. A lot of people like to triple. I personally don't do that, because I feel like that's OD for you to spend $12 on a bag and you have it selling for like 36 or 40, even 40, and I honestly feel like that's a lot, to be honest. I'm not trying to milk y'all, okay? I'm like, a lot of people are out here trying to get rich quick. They'll buy something for $10 and sell it for $90, and I'm just really not into that. I'm into getting more items out per se than selling less items at a higher price. I'm not trying to get rich quick. This is what I love to do. I like to see you look good on a budget, and you know, I don't want to be broke. So you know, I'm a, you know, but I'm not trying to milk you, okay? Long story short, yeah, let's hop into the 1.5 rule now. So the 1.5 rule is basically, let me use my calculator. Like I said, say if the average cost of the bag was $12, I would times that by oh, Brittany, come on, by 1.5, and I would price them at $18. So this is a 1.5 rule. This is, I would say, okay for an upcoming business. You're not trying to charge too much, but you're also trying to make a profit to build up your brand, build up your name. This is a good method to use when you're first starting to price your inventory. Okay, so the last point that I want to touch on is basically choosing the right vendor for your inventory. I'm going to do a whole video on this of how to choose the right vendor, where to find vendors and stuff like that, but I just wanted to touch on it inventory wise. So when you choose your vendor and you're having a conversation with them about the product, of course, you want to make sure that you ask for pictures of the product. Like, be like, hey, do you have any real-time pictures? Like, can you take a few pictures for me, or whatever the case may be. You can ask them to put a pen, like, you know, just like a out of the way, off the head. Ask them to put like a banana or something next to the bag to make sure that it's a real-time video. They're not trying to scam you or anything like that. I really be doing that. I'd be like, sir, can you put a pen next to it, or can you write my name on a piece of paper, put it next to the bag to make sure that this is what you have in stock, ready, especially when I want to know if they have it in stock. Like, if I'm like, okay, hey, I need this product, do you have it in stock, can you ship today, or whatever the case may be. I'll be like, sir, take a piece of paper, and write my name on it and put it next to the product to make sure that so I can make sure that you're gonna ship today, because they like saying they have stock and then they about to go make it and you gotta sit there and wait talking about FedEx and all of this stuff. I'm telling you, these people, that's why it's important to have inventory on hand, because you don't know if they have it on hand, so you have to make sure that you got it. Cool. Now, ask for pictures, real-time pictures, ask for customer reviews, and ask for the certifications. Especially when it comes to hair, you have to make sure that if it's a virgin hair distributor if it's a virgin hair you know that word, distributor, you want to make sure that that's what they are on paper. You don't want to see no Remy hair, you don't want to see no synthetic hair. You want to make sure that what they're advertising to you is what you get, because a lot of these vendors, especially when it comes to hair, they take pictures from Instagram and they put it as their little icon picture, and you think that what the girl on Instagram, what Nicki Minaj got, is what you about to get, and that's really not what's about to happen. And when you get it, you're gonna be tight. Like, I want to make sure that you ask for pictures, because you know, like, you just want to make sure that you go through all of these steps to make sure that once you get it, you're ready to sell, because I'm pretty sure you amp your followers up like, yo, this is about to come, and when it comes, it's nothing like what they expected. Don't do that, sis. But thank you guys for tuning into my video. I'm waiting for my last shipment of inventory to come in, and then I will be launching my website at the end of April. Date is coming soon and I'm excited. Thank you guys for watching my video. Tune into my next video on all things vendors, because I know you guys want to know about vendors and how I found my vendors. I need to stop. Like, sometimes I'll be switching into like okay, so my next video is gonna be on vendors, like I said. And thank you guys for watching my video. You guys for 400 subscribers. Like, that is so crazy to me. Like, people really want to sit down and watch me. Oh my god, like, I'm so flattered. I hope you guys are staying safe out there with this coronavirus that's going on. Stay safe during quarantine and chill, and watch my videos. So I will have a lot more videos coming out to keep you guys super entertained during this time. Stay safe, wash your hands, sanitize, and you know, just use this time to unwind. Take a nap. I've been taking a lot of naps, okay? Because when I be taking clients, I don't be having time to take naps. So I love y'all. See y'all in my